My name is Taylor Distel, and I'm with the Citizen Washington Focus Program, Week 4, Day 2. I want to take you on a little adventure that we went on today. We went to the Arlington Cemetery, and we also went to FDR and the Martin Luther King Memorial. You might not have heard of the Martin Luther King Memorial, but it is the newest monument of this year in D.C. It's very cool. You'll love it. Now let's go on live to location with Lyndon and Amy.
Thanks, Taylor. I'm Lyndon with Amy, interviewing Kevin about his experience today at Arlington National Cemetery. Let's give a warm welcome to Kevin. Thanks for being here today, Kevin.
Yeah. Kevin, would you please describe your thoughts and feelings when you first visited the cemetery?
When we walked in, there's the big giant gates. And then we got on the little trolley that took us around. And then we looked at all the grave sites that were throughout there. We saw the Kennedy and Roosevelt who were there.
So, how did you feel during the changing of the guard?
When they changed the guard, they were all stiff. And it was really quite sacred. It felt like they were so precise in their movements.
Did the number of gravestones surprise you?
I found it quite surprising. They got the land from General Lee through the cemetery, and there was 400,000 some of them there, and yeah, there's a lot of them.
Thanks for being here today,
Thank you.
Thank you, Lyndon, for that extraordinary interview. Now, let's talk about a little bit of Arlington. Arlington Cemetery is all for past and present veterans and presidents and governors. It's very touching. Now let's go live on location with Lyndon.
Thanks, Taylor. I'm Lyndon here with Amy, interviewing Julian about his experience today at the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. Please welcome Julian.
Good day, sir. Good day indeed.
It's nice that you could be here with us today. So, what's your favorite feature / part of the memorial?
Of that certain memorial, I like the fact that with their quotes, they had a large selection, not just one time. They had the ending of his life and they had the early parts of his career too. And I feel like that gives you a sense of how much he did over that whole time. It wasn't just the big speech that everyone knows about in Washington, so I feel like that was something.
Why do you think Martin Luther King was such a great citizen leader?
Well, I know a few things about what I've read in that time. From my understanding, he was one of the very few who stayed peaceful even when closely threatened. Some people may not know his house was threatened, his children and everything. In that time, many of the people that backed him came with guns, ready, just ready to kill. And he calmed all that down. He didn't want any type of bloodshed from either side. And I think that's a good leader right there.
How is King's leadership style different from other leaders?
Well, every person has a different personality, of course. Of course, he was a peaceful leader, and he tried to connect everything with everyone, and that's the real glue that kept him in his position. He tried to make everyone understand that there is a connection with all human beings, no matter what size, how they look, everything. So,
More of a personal aspect, because of your color, how do you think what he has done has helped your lifestyle?
well, I can say that there will not be another Martin Luther King Jr., but if he did not exist, I feel that something would have happened to take about the same, effects. It may have not been as successful as that. It may have even started a war. So So us sitting here right now, if that happened, this could be very different.
Thank you very